maybe I can go a little bit into
Yeah,
the
yeah.
nature of what's it called? What's PTSD,
Okay.
post traumatic stress
Mm,
disorder.
mm,
And so I believe that the way that we're created with our mind, with our body, and with our heart, like our emotions.
yeah.
Okay. And in the military, what begins to happen is they have to find a way to separate your mind from your body and your emotions.
Mm.
Okay. So actually your mind, let me start over. They separate your body and your mind and your emotions from your mind. No. You're going to have to edit this. They separate your body
Uh-huh.
from your mind and your emotions.
I see.
Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So what does that mean? Normally, when you go through any kind of experience, your body and your emotions and your mind goes through it together.
Right.
Like that's normal. Something bad happens, you experience it, physically. You start shaking. You might cry.
Yeah.
Your heart is overflowing with that emotion, and your mind is processing logically what's going on.
Mm.
And of course, some things are being expressed stronger than others. It's never a perfect. Anyway, in the military, they have to make it so that when they give you an order,
Mm-hmm.
such as, "Hey, go into that room full of the enemy
Mm-hmm.
and kill them,"
Right.
you cannot have your own response in that moment. You cannot say why or no, I'm not doing that.
Mm.
You can't do that because you have to get to a point where you do everything that you're told to do, you're ordered to do, with no hesitation, or else many other lives could be killed. Bad things can happen.
Yeah.
And you don't want a bunch of people who think for themselves,
Right.
especially in moments where we need to be perfectly united as one. We need to follow the orders that we're given like that.
Yeah.
And so what the military does is they do this trauma-based kind of, I don't want to call it mind control, but they do this thing where they get you to disassociate your body from your mind and your emotions. In a sense, your body begins to do things, and it starts to react without your feelings or your thoughts.
Huh.
And so post-traumatic stress disorder is when a soldier is ordered to or does something that's very traumatic, that is not normal to human life.
Yeah.
Like killing people.
Right.
That's not something that is natural
Right.
to anyone. And in the military, this is why you have these like veterans who, in the moment, their body is reacting, they're responding, they're killing people,
Yeah.
doing things that they would never normally do as a civilian, but their mind and their heart is not experiencing it. Just their body is.
I see.
And that's why way later on, when a soldier's body is at rest, the mind and the emotions will come smacking back, and they think they're in battle.
Yeah.
They think they're in war. It's because the experience of battle has been delayed for them.
Wow.
And when their body's at rest, it comes back. And so they're stuck in that kind of like cycle, because that's not the way we're supposed to experience things.
Right.
And yet war, these things are very common.
Wow.
And so every single person, every single soldier who goes into the military, if the military is successful in creating the soldiers and the types that they want, they will do whatever is ordered of them.
Yeah.
Like, David, I would have killed and ate my family if they asked me to.
Wow.
Without any hesitation. Because that's just to the extent that I allowed the training that I embraced it. I allowed it to shape me and change me at the core of who I was. And it wasn't until really the Lord came and broke through all of that. It was at basic training, actually. Crazy. But it wasn't until that moment that I began to kind of see and understand. And I'm really grateful to God for that. But yeah, man.
Wow. Wow.
Crazy times.
So, I mean, do you feel like do you have like lingering PTSD at all from your time there?
I don't know. I don't think I do. I don't ever I don't ever sense or feel as though I'm in battle when I'm not.
I see.
I don't get those kinds of things. I don't think I have a obvious thing at all. So I would say no. Although Esther might be like, I don't know, but
because PTSD, although mainly it is combat related,
sure,
it's not always combat related, right?
it's true.
Yeah, because there are people who experience PTSD even when they're not in the army.
Yeah,
Yeah, any sort of traumatic experience
it's
can.
true.
So
It's very true. Yeah, like car accidents.
Yeah.
Trigger PTSD in some people, and I think that it's impossible to avoid some kind of trauma in your life. But do I believe that I have a categorical PTSD as these soldiers who are returning and as someone who went through a car accident? I would say no.
I see.
I don't want to claim that. But I, just like everyone, I do have baggage and things that are in my heart that I've had to really wrestle with and surrender to the Lord.